welcome back to Skyrim. I am Alex, also known as Solanus Dracone, and... oh look, Benor knows how to read. I'm surprised. Oh no, wait, he just flipped through it. Before we head out to do more deeds, I'm going to show off, I think it's probably going to be the final mod that I've actually put into this game. It is the Adventurer's Basement. Now, the Adventurer's Basement is a wonderful little mod. You get it for free with, like, the crappy tiny houses like Breeze Home, but you do have to pay $4,000 to get it on any of the bigger houses, and you know what? I think that's fair. What the Adventurer's Basement does is it provides you a little room, a little hatch inside of your house that you can store stuff in. It's basically an all-in-one crafting station area. What's more is that if you happen to be carrying anything in your inventory that you don't really need, then it'll actually sort it for you. It's actually pretty nice. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do a quick save because I don't want to keep whatever happens here, but I am going to go up to the Master Sorter and tell it I want to deposit and stock all items. And what's going to happen is, it'll stock up all these shelves with all the stuff you got. It's wonderful. You got your Enchanter's Filters, your Draughts of Destruction, there's my Blacksmith's Post, and it just puts everything in nice, neat, tidy little rows here. Honestly, I don't make a hell of a lot of use out of that. I'll be frank with you. I don't make a hell of a lot of use out of it because I don't generally have a lot of leftover stuff hanging around. But it is nice to have, and look at all these Dwarven ingots. Oh my gosh, all the Dwarven ingots that they piled up for me. It piles them neatly on the shelves, and if you've got soul gems, look, it even fills up the soul gem cups and gives you a nice little chest. You got a smelter, you got a forge, you got a weapons workbench and an armor workbench and a tanning rack. You got it all, and they've even got little chests that they say, oh, it's for this and it's for that. Well, yeah, if you got those items in your inventory, it'll put them in there, but you can use these for whatever you want. Now, actually, I don't need to unsave, although it is nice to see all these jewels laid out on the plates. I'm going to do the other thing, which is I'm just going to loot all items. So that will just re-add everything into my inventory. Now, normally companions can't follow you down here, but because of amazing follower tweaks, there's Benor. Don't worry, he won't get lost down here. With the followers cannot die turned on, and the followers catch up when you draw your weapons thing on, he'll come to you wherever you need to be. You'd think we're going to start heading out and doing Dragon's Rising, but there's one more thing I would like to do before I do that, because, as I mentioned, the overland travel is kind of the most dangerous time when you're going to be running into dragons that you're probably least equipped to deal with. So I'm actually going to make a quick journey or two before I do that. This is going to be the last thing I do before heading out. Now, come on, Benor, I know you can catch up. Oh, there he is. He's a little bit inside the wall, but he's fine. After 2 parts ago, I'm scared of losing track of Benor. Oh yeah, and this is starting off. 2 Redguard are going to be bitching at this guy. Just, you know, let them finish. And after they're done, this guy will approach you. And I don't care, sure. Whatever you want to do, man. I'm good. While you're looking, yada yada, feel free to walk away. And that started that off. We'll do that later. Where I actually want to travel right now is I want to travel to Helgen, and I want to kind of, sort of start off doing the Blessings of Nature quest. Ooh, I forgot to return the Golden Claw. But let's tag Blessings of Nature because Nettlebean's over here, and I think we can manage to take on a Hagraven and her witches. But a quick stop in Riverwood, because I always forget otherwise. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you are yet to turn in the Golden Claw quest, then actually the shop will be open until you do so. After that, their hours might get screwed up a little bit, but no matter what time of day you come back to turn in the Dragon's Claw, the shop will be open. So, hey Lucan, I've got the claw. It is strange, isn't it? Put it right back where it belongs. And as soon as that appears, then you can start to loot his shit. Don't talk to me. Yeah, lucky indeed. You can take all his coins, you can take a lot of stuff from his chests and cupboards, although he's not going to like that. You can even steal his herbs, but I'm coming to the end of my getting herbs days. So, you know what? We'll leave it be for now. To Helgen, because this is actually the nearest place to where I want to go. There's Benor, hey. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start heading east along this road. If you just head straight east from Helgen, I think it's probably the best way to get to Iverstead. But you know what we might as well do while we're doing it, because Iverstead otherwise is a rather long walk if you're not trying to do other things in the meantime. So just go up the road until about that strand of trees right before the Stormcloak camp. Just about here, and turning north, there are going to be witches and a Hagraven. I'm going to go into sneak mode here, and better pull out my Flame Atronach while I'm at it. I'm pretty sure Benor can cut down the witches, but the Hagraven can throw some pretty nasty fireballs, so I'm just going to drop a quick save before that becomes even a problem. Slowly creep, see if we can... Yep, alright, we've aggroed these bitches. The important thing is, do not get caught up in a manner that you'll be susceptible to the Hagraven tossing her fireballs down. Oi! Yeah, the Hagraven spotted us. She's on top of that rock right there. So I think it's time to just kind of start sneaking very carefully. Hopefully she's not going to see us. This can still be a dangerous fight. Oh dear. Time to put an Atronach out there. And Benor got in the way of that one, but that's cool. Oh, he really wants this. Okay, I think Benor can probably tank this witch. I think he can do it. But all the same, I'm going to equip my bound sword and actually help out. Oh dear, he's going down. Okay, it looks like... her attention is distracted. Careful not to heal her. Just cut her down. Good. Woo, we managed it. That's a very dangerous fight, folks. She's got Nettlebane, and I think I'm pretty much done gathering new crops and whatnot. I'm done with all the stuff. Ooh, Imperial Bow of Sparks, I'll grab all that. I think I'm officially done with the herbalism. The next round that I do, I'm just going to basically burn up all I have. Because even after buying the house and all the accoutrement for it, I've got 4,100 gold left. So, you know what? That's just fine. We're about to take a quick trip back to Whiterun. Forget what I said about heading to Iverstead. Now's not the time. Now, Danica Piercepring's actually down here right now, but you actually want to wait just a little bit and let her get back into the temple. So I'm going to wait an hour. I want her to be in the temple because this is something that I think the unofficial Skyrim patch fixes, but there's an event that you want to trigger. So go into the Temple of Kinnereth, and when you get here, she's going to be having an argument with Maurice Jondrel. After he's done spieling at her, just go to Danica, tell her, I've got blah blah blah, tell me more. I found the Nettlebane. Good, good, good. What needs to be done? And then... this guy will actually come up to you, Maurice Jondrel. Was I correct in hearing you're going to the Eldergrim or whatever? Yes, can I help you? A pilgrim, okay. I've dreamed of seeing. You're welcome to join me. I thank you for your kindness. This guy's actually really, really useless in battle, but he provides actually a very good alternative... Dude, don't get so close, man. Get out of my face. He provides a very good alternative ending to the Blessings of Nature quest. And I don't remember him being in the original game without the unofficial patch, and you want this guy along. He's a good guy to have. Now, we haven't been to Windhelm yet, so we're going to take the cart to Windhelm. Okay, at Windhelm Stables, and Maurice is still with us, we want to actually go to... Eldergleam Sanctuary. Now, there's a dragon something or other around here, and if you've already spawned dragons on the map, that's a very, very dangerous encounter, especially with Maurice Jondrel carrying along with you. So, as long as we're here, we might as well go ahead and just get this, what I think is probably going to be our last big necessary overland travel for quite some time, at least before we're able to deal more effectively with dragons. There is an iron ore vein right here. And as long as I'm in this section of the world, I'm going to go ahead and get the Kynesgrove map marker. I'm just going to get that on my map, on my fast travel capabilities. That way I can get there easily again when I need to next. And I am going to need to get there again. Hey, got Kynes Grove. And now the only thing to do is let's head towards Eldergleam Sanctuary. If any action happens, I'll let you see it, but until then I'm just going to cut to it. Oh, hey, it's a giant. Try, if you can, if you're able to, try to get all the Giants camp map markers. I mentioned this before, but later on, when you've got more means, when you've got, let's say, the Summon Dremora Lord option, then you can actually take on Giants. And where there's Giants, there are actually usually Mammoths. And Mammoths are a great source of Grand Souls. So just, if you happen to spy a Giants camp anywhere on your map, go ahead and head for it, just so you can have it on your map later. See, there's one. We're going to go ahead and head there first. Oh, hello. What do we got going on here? What's your deal, witch? Alright, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and whittle you down. It's not what I'm supposed to be doing as a Conjuration Mage, and I am going to switch back to my usual left-hand, right-hand deal, but don't forget, Bound Sword is a good idea when you're worried, potentially, about having a scrap that you might not be able to handle. Alright, Steam Crag Camp has been discovered. This might not be one that has any mammoths in it at all. No, it isn't. This looks like a place where actually... Ooh. You know what? I don't think I want to risk getting that close. Yeah, okay, I'm going to back off, dude. I'm going to back off. It's totally cool. It's totally cool. Gonna give this guy a wide berth. Because now we basically turn direct west. Uh-oh. Wolves. Wolves. You think I'm worried about wolves? You think I'm worried about wolves in the slightest? Benor's got the wolves. Good, good. Hello. Probably not going to be able to hit all the wolves. And let's be honest, you're not going to get a whole lot out of them. I don't know what else is in that direction. I don't know if I'm too eager to find out. Now, up there is actually a dragon's thing. There's a word wall, and it's actually... It's fairly open right now. It's a safe bet that if you happen to see a dragon thing on the map, you are basically going to have a dragon flying around the general area where it is. So that's why I came here before I've done Dragon's Rising. I don't think I've got to worry about anything with skeletons here, though. Yeah, just skeletons. No big deal. I mean, I'm not getting any souls out of this, but as long as I'm here... As long as I'm here, I might as well get the Word of Power. It's just sitting there in the open. Cold, Frost Breath. Again, a useless shout, but I'll still get it. And of course, in all but one of the dragon areas, there's a chest. Oh, here's where I could have gotten a Dwarven Shield. Ooh, Iron Shield of Blocking. I'll grab that because I do want the blocking enchantment, just in case. And of course, a scroll and a thing. Wonderful. Alright, so basically just, if you just head west off of this mound, and just work your way down, we'll be right at Eldergleam Sanctuary. So that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm just going to go ahead and scree down this rock here. There's more to it. It's on the other side of that mound. But yeah, we're just going to head to Eldergleam Sanctuary. Don't worry, the guys will catch up with you. It's fine. Here we are at Eldergleam Sanctuary. But I did notice on the map that there is another Giants camp not far off, so I'm going to just go get that. Broken Limb Camp. Now, it doesn't appear as if there's any mammoths around here. Giants will give you greater souls. Mammoths will give you grand souls. A greater soul is still worth something, but I'm just gonna go ahead and travel back to Eldergleam Sanctuary. We're gonna finish out what we actually came to this part of the world for. So Maurice Jondrell is here. Now, I'm just gonna go quickly equip Nettlebane. And then I'm just going to stow my weapons so that we're not all rolling in here like a bunch of thugs. Let's head on into Eldergleam Sanctuary. I heard wolves. They probably won't bother us. Eldergleam Sanctuary. It's a great place for plants and butterflies and whatnot. Wow. You are definitely not wrong, Benor. Now, to be honest with you, the only way you're going to get around here is if you're following this path across this bridge. This guy's going to say howdy at you. That's just fine. If you head up here to where the guy is, you're going to find that there's a chick over here and she's got some stuff. Now, this would be stealing right here, but if I just read her restoration book, restoration increased to 23, that is exactly what I want. I want my restoration just ticking up. Getting Nettlebane out and coming up this path here, you need Nettlebane to cut these roots to get through. Snick. 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 And they'll all move aside. Now there is one more root in the back that you're going to want to give a little slash to, because it's hiding a treasure chest. Dwarven Battle Axe. Nah, I'm good. Steel Sword of Frost, I'm pretty sure I've gotten the Frost enchant already. Doesn't really look like it's worth selling, to be honest, but you know what? Fine, I'll do it. Dwarven Battle Axe is just way too heavy. It's not worth it. Now then, if you just proceed along this quest path like normal, and you go hit up the tree, you're going to have to fight your way through an ass ton of Spriggans. And while I'm not afraid of Spriggans, they're still a bit nasty. Go back to Maurice, and he's going to be like, "You're a woman of violence? Blah. Well, I need the sap. You would violate the marble? Yeah, fine, that's abominable. Do you have a better idea, sir?" Well, yes, there is something. It won't repair. What did you have in mind? Yeah, he's just re-going through his dialogue there. But Maurice will come up. He will come up to the tree. He'll do a little prayer. And we get a sapling out of it.
You should take it to Whiterun. Danica will want... Yes.
So, now we got the little sapling. That means that we don't have to fight our way through a bunch of Spriggans, which, you know, they would give me soul gems, but I'm not really in the mood to fight a bunch of Spriggans. But yes, that is a way to avoid quite a bit of violence on this quest, and I think it gives a little bit more of a Kinnereth type of ending to this whole quest, because rather than just trying to heal a tree that's all damaged and stuff, Kinnereth's about death and renewal, and so instead of healing a tree that's already been killed, why not just set up a brand new tree that'll be just as good, and the generations get to enjoy it and watch it grow? Back at the Temple of Kinnereth, there's Danica. Hey Danica, don't go to bed, I've got something great for you.
Do you have the Elder Gleam sap?
No, I've got a sapling.
But I can't run the temple without the support of people who are inspired.
How can this
by
little
the
tree? It is renewal is more important than maintenance. You're right, of course, aren't I? Yes, I'm right. Death feeds new life. In time, this sapling will grow. And you know what? I'm going to do something I rarely do. I'm going to actually buy 2 levels of restoration off of this chick, so that way I can actually get Adept Restoration. Or Apprentice Restoration, excuse me. Because Apprentice Restoration is just going to be really kind of important. Now, the next big restoration milestone is number 30, and actually, I just gained a level. I'm allowed a certain amount of training per level, so let me just go ahead and train in Restoration Magic, and buy up 5 levels of Restoration. That way, I can unlock Regeneration. Recovery, rather, sorry. Magicka regenerates 25% faster. If that's not the whole point of what we're trying to do, I don't know what is. One more thing we can do to get our restoration up, one more thing we can do to get our Magicka regeneration up, is we're going to go to Solitude, and we're going to hit up the Shrine of Akatosh.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
Bjorlum, you're the best. Alright, so he doesn't exactly drop you off anywhere that's a quest marker. Just walk a little bit this way. It is very worth it to get Katla's farm. And then we will simply head on this road north by northeast into Solitude itself. Now, of course, always, when you first enter Solitude, no matter what time of day it is, they're going to be executing Rogfir. I don't care. I've seen this a million times. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and rush up into Castle Dower. I'm just going to go up this winding stair. And in Castle Dower, straight towards the back, is going to be the Temple of the Divines. And in the Temple of the Divines, you've basically got one of each of the different shrines of all the gods. So this one that looks kind of like a dragon eating a sword is the Shrine of Akatosh. Now, combined with the combined with the regenerate magicka that I've got off of the necromancer's robes and from restoration, with the blessing of Akatosh at 10%, then I should be getting quite a bit of restoration increase going on. So let me just go ahead and, you know what, no, I'm going to do an expensive one. Can I afford to do Storm Atronach? Yes, I can. So I'm going to drain it all. And I'd say that is an appreciably faster magicka regeneration. You definitely want to do that as soon as possible. Still not going to be using Storm Atronach or Frost Atronach for quite some time. Not until we've got the relevant perk. I'm just going to wait an hour for that guy to go the hell away. And he's gone. Now, heading back out, the execution should be done already and everybody's going about their business. I will point out, Fletcher is a good shop to go to if you're trying to buy weapons that have enchantments on them. Solitude basically has the best shops. So I'm just going to take a quick little gander inside Fletcher, talk to Fihada here.
Welcome.
What do you got, my good man? Let's see if there's anything I want. Don't care about weariness. Don't care about fatigue. It's the same exact goddamn thing. Binding. I am going to want Soul Trap on a weapon eventually, but now is not that moment. There's not really... If you didn't go for the Galder Blackblade, I would say that, you know, again, tossing aside the whole Banished Dremora, or, sorry, Banished Daedra thing, the two most valuable enchantments that you can get your hands on are actually going to be the Turn Undead and the Drain Life. Now, we've already got the Drain Life. It's worth just a touch more, but that touch more is enough. But if you don't want to go through with the Galder Blackblade, then getting yourself a weapon with a Turn Undead on it is a good idea. I don't think it's going to be an issue at this point. I certainly don't want to spend 1,300 gold on it. So, as long as we're in Solitude, let's just go ahead and do one thing, and that's in preparation for something. Tari, what should I wear?
You're really good.
Yeah.
If you're willing
Okay.
to wear one of
Sounds
those-
easy. I'll do it.
Good.
She basically gives you some clothes to wear to the Blue Palace. I'm going to go ahead and put on the Radiant Raiment fine clothes. And I look great like that. I've got a fucking watermelon on my head, and I'm wearing all this green. That doesn't clash. If you're still interested in doing the whole alchemy thing, even after all this, then, you know, there's lots of hanging moss and nightshade and thistle, and there's plenty of dragon's tongue all along this area that you can go ahead and pick. But for the moment, I'm just going to go ahead and go over to the Blue Palace and take care of Tari's quest. Once you get inside the Blue Palace and head up here, there's always going to be a court thing going on. He's going to air his grievances and blah blah blah. So we'll just let that happen. Okay, now that court's over, you can go up to the Jarl, say, hey, how do you like my outfit?
It's quite fetching, actually. The craftsmanship is excellent.
Oh, thanks. It was made by Radiant Raiment.
Oh, really? Well, you can tell them that I will be putting in a request for a few dresses quite soon.
Perfect. And that actually counts as doing one nice thing for one of the citizens of Solitude, or rather one of the citizens of Hofengar.
Well,
I'm going to go ahead and talk to Falk Firebeard about the whole Wolf Skull Cave thing. Oh yeah, he went and gave me some a bounty. We can get to that at some point, but Wolf Skull Cave is what you really want to get out of him. Now, as long as we're here, we might as well also seek out their court mage, who usually goes and holes up in her room in here. Yes, this is she. Sibyl Stentor.
If I needed something from you.
What's your problem?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, don't give me that look. We have a vampire problem. I will see what I can do. That's another thing that you can do for the citizens of Hofengar, but what I'm really here for is more soul gems. I filled up quite a few of those, and I'm starting to get towards the point where I will want to start getting my enchanting up. Not quite yet. Resist the urge to steal from her, because if you take care of the vampire thing and come back, she will actually let you just take all of her soul gems. I'm just going to take a quick gander. Pine Moon Cave, that's fine. The problem would be is that if there's one cave that's a part of the Dawnstar expansion, that sometimes when you get sent to kill vampires, they will send you to that cave, and you actually have to start Dawnstar in order to actually get into that cave. You have to go and rescue Serana and do all that, and I just don't care. Well, let's just go ahead and report to Tari that we've done our business here. Sounds like she's in her shop, so actually fast traveling to the other side of Solitude is easier. And we can go into Radiant Raiment because they've got some good stuff to sell. I'm going to talk to Noster here.
Spare some gold for a veteran?
Yes, I will. Here's a gold piece. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Now, here's the thing about doing favors for peoples and holds to become a Thane. The thing is, it's not how many nice things you do, it's how many people you help. Noster does give you a quest to go seek out his helmet, and he'll teach you a bit of sneak for that, which is nice, but it doesn't count as another thing towards doing your nice thing routine. You actually have to help 5 different people of the whole of Hafengar hold. So, seeing as I've just helped him, and I don't really have any interest in going after his helmet at the moment, you know, I'll just go ahead and get it started off. He will ask you to, or you can offer to go get that helmet for him. And Steep Fall Burrow, that's a place we can get to. We're gonna go into Radiant Raiment. Now, Radiant Raiment, it's kind of sucky because these people are bitches to you. But first off, turn it into Tari. Elisith loved the outfit.
That's
It's wonderful. You've done us a great service. She gives you 400 gold, and she lets you keep the outfit. I'm not going to wear it. I'm going to actually take it off right the hell now, switch back to my Necromancer robes. That's better. I mean, it doesn't go with the colors any better. But Radiant Raiment is a good place to shop if you actually would like some effects for armor and whatnot. They do sell various things. So let's see. Well, she's not selling. Maybe her little hetero life mate will help. What have you got for sale? I don't want to chat with you. Let's see if they've got anything good. Alteration, honestly, not that big a deal. I don't use any of it. I generally combine the Magicka Restore with other stuff later on when I get 100 Enchanting and the Dual Enchanting perk. But it's worth going through their inventory just to see. Like, yeah, I guess having a Circlet of Conjuration would be nice, because it would make my Conjuration spells cheaper. But I'd rather have some actual armor on my helmets, so I guess what I'm searching for is anything that gives light armor or heavy armor, because those are things that you don't often run into. Like, look at this, Necklace of the Minor Knight. That's a heavy armor increase. And yes, if you enchant a set of armor with the Fortify heavy armor enchantment, it will work for your companions. I'm not all that rich right now, though, so I don't think I'm going to purchase it right now. Sneaking is good. That's actually for the for rings and pendants and such. Sneaking is one of the more expensive things. It's not as good as far as value as the Drain Life, but it's still nice. Ring of the Squire, that's for light armor. I'm sure I can find it. If they don't have what you want in stock, if you actually just wait 48 in-game hours here, just like that, then they will restock their inventory and they'll have cool stuff. A little bit expensive for this point in the game. When we actually get to enchanting, we're going to be making a lot more money. So I think I've got most things sorted out, but you know what? I want to do a couple nice things. I want to do a couple just good person things before I start heading out and doing the dragon, because after I do the dragon, Benor's getting retired. First things first, in Windhelm, ignoring these people's racist conversation. If you head right and down this little back alley area, we should find one of the first of the children that I am actually going to adopt. So just head this way. She should be down here. I don't see her. Generally, she will she will typically be around this area come nightfall, so it's a bit early. Tell you what, I'm going to go run to the other side of the city, into the merchants area, into the market, and see if she's there. You can't miss her. She's just a little girl in a red dress, walking around selling flowers. I actually don't see her here either, so you know what? I'm going to wait a couple hours. 5 hours later, let's see. Does Sophie appear? I don't see her. Let's head back to the other side. There she is! I guess she hangs out over here, but Sophie, she's a homeless little flower girl. Let's listen to her story. Sophie, don't run.
Hi, lady. Would you like to buy some flowers? Please?
No, I'm not going to buy any flowers.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Oh, no, don't go.
Hi there.
Who are you? Where are your parents?
They're dead. My mama died when I was little. I don't remember her very well. My father was a Stormcloak soldier. One day he left and didn't come back. I'm all alone. I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do?
I don't want to think of what else you can do. You know what? I'm gonna adopt you.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
I sure do. I've got a house in Whiterun.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Yes, I am sure, daughter.
Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
I just helped a homeless flower girl who's shivering in the streets of Windhelm, one of the coldest cities in all of Skyrim. Oh, but it's not over yet. Back in Whiterun, and I specifically waited for about 1 a.m. because there's someone that I told you I'd be back for. Lucia!
Lady, could you spare a coin?
I can spare you a coin.
Oh, thank you. Divines, bless your kind heart.
Why are you begging?
It's what Brennan said I should do. He's the only one that's been nice to me since Mama. Since she died. My aunt and uncle took over our farm and threw me out. Said I wasn't good for anything. I wound up here, but I don't know what to do. I miss her so much.
Oh, I'm gonna adopt her.
Really? Do you have a place I could live?
Yes.
Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind?
Her dialogue is exactly the same.
Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever.
Now, that's the only 2 homeless children I know about, but you want to see where she sleeps? I'll show you where she sleeps, okay? Right around back. She sleeps here, in this pile of weeds. That won't do. No, I am not going to have 2 children that are wandering around shivering in the dead of night in the winter, begging for coins so that they can feed their starving bellies. It won't do. I won't have it. It won't be done.
For my supper is all I ask.
No, Brenwyn. I've already got the gift of charity. Coming back home. One of them should be here. Yep, there's Sophie.
It's everything I could have hoped for. I know it's not much, but I found a few pretty things. They're in the chest in my room. If you see anything you like, please, take it. You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do.
I've done a good thing. I've taken them in off the streets. I've given them a nice warm home with a roaring fire. They've got their own room that they can share. They've got their own beds, these nice comfy little beds. They've got a chest for storing their stuff in. I don't need a single thing you kids have got. So you know what? I could take the silver ore, but you know, my children, they should have possessions. They should have possessions. One more thing we're going to do, and then we'll go for the dragon. Bjorlum again. This time, we're going to Riften.
Climb and back, and we'll be off.
And Riften Stables discovered. As you start to walk towards the city door...
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitor's tax.
I call bullshit.
For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter?
I call double bullshit. I think this is actually a guaranteed persuade.
Oh, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you?
No time to talk.
I'll let you in.
What the hell?
Unlock the gate.
No, you fucking don't, mister.
Please don't kill me.
Inside.
No, you fucking don't. I am not going to be a part of your game. No. No. Bad. Yes, randomly, a thief will come up and give you something that he stole. And that is not cool by me. Oh.
Nothing.
Looks like there's a wolf. Okay.
See someone run.
And there's the guy that he stole from. You know what? Here, this Orcus Sword of Arcing belongs to you.
Yes.
Beat you to it, bro. He gives me 1 stinking gold. Yeah, that'll happen on occasion, that randomly a thief will just run up and give you some of the crap that he stole. And I don't stand for that. And alright, in Riften.
I don't know you.
God,
You
it's
in Riften
Maul.
looking for trouble.
Fuck off, Maul.
You could pretend not to hear me all you
I'm
want.
really getting tired of your excuses. When you
He
borrow
knows,
things,
he knows. We're heading into the Bee and the Barb. Because in the Bee and the Barb, Marimel. Marimel, I wanted to know more about the temple. Where to begin? All that stuff. I could have a wedding? Yes.
If you were ready, of course.
Why don't you remind me?
Typically love and Sky.
Blah,
Person who is
blah,
when another person
blah.
shows interest,
I'm buying an
here you
amulet.
are.
Okay, good.
This is one
Now, that's not the best price for an Amulet of Mara, but it's not the worst. It does reduce the cost of restoration spells, but the Amulet of Mara has a secondary effect in Skyrim.
Signs that Lady Mara is displeased with
Benor.
constant inebriation.
Benor.
Put down your flagons filled with
Oh,
your vile
I guess
liquors.
not. Anyways,
An amulet of Mara. You're looking for marriage then?
why, are you interested in me?
Won't lie, I am. And you?
I won't lie, I am.
Then it's settled. You and me.
Aware of the chaos they've sown.
So you know what? That's wonderful. Now, Marimel,
How may I help
I'd like to
you?
have a
You
wedding.
wish to be
I want to be
married?
married, indeed.
Your wedding
We'll
will
be
coming.
here
Don't be
tomorrow.
late.
Don't be late.
You don't want to miss your own wedding. Very well,
Okay.
Talon.
So, literally, the wedding will happen the very next day.
I'll remove myself from this
I'm going to be
iniquity.
taking Benor out of my party, but I don't want to just dump him off so that he can wander back to Morthal. He's a genuinely good guy. He just needed to turn his life around. So, you know what? We're going to go ahead and marry Benor. But we'll do that later. Right now, there's one thing we got to do. We can't put it off any longer. It is time. Before we get married as man and wife, Benor and I must take down a dragon. Now, it's already tomorrow, and so we should be able to head back and... Benor? Oh, shit. Looks like we can't do that yet. Okay, fine. Back to Riften. It looks like your follower does leave your party when it's time for the wedding. So, don't be late to your own wedding. We should be fine. Oh, God, don't stop the wedding. Don't stop the wedding. I'm here. I'm here.
Ah, here's the
Whew.
blushing bride now.
Made it.
Let's begin the ceremony. It was Mara that first gave birth to all of creation and pledged to watch over us as her children. It is from her love of
You
us
know what I like is that
we first learned to love one
when
another.
you do get married,
It is
a
from
whole
this
bunch of
love
your
that we
friends,
learned
and if
that
you've got
life lived
children,
alone
they all
is
show
no
up.
life at all.
Now, I've never managed to
We
fill all the
gather here
pews,
today
but it's
under
nice. You know,
Mara's
there's Tari.
loving
I'm not
wings
exactly sure
to
who
bear
that
witness
dude
to the
is.
union of
I guess
two
I'll find out who
souls
that dude
in
is
eternal
afterwards.
companionship. May they journey forth together in this life and
And in the next, in
prosperity
prosperity and poverty, and in joy and hardship.
Do
Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever?
I do. Now and forever.
Do you agree to be bound together in love, now and forever,
I do, now and forever.
under the authority of Mara, the divine of love? I declare this couple to be wed. I present the two of you with these matching rings, blessed by Mara's divine grace. May they protect each of you in your new life together.
Married. It doesn't feel like I thought it would, but I'm happy. Where should we live? You could stay with me.
You don't have a home, Benor. We're gonna live in Bree's home.
I'll be waiting for you at home then.
Yeah, and he definitely will. So, seriously, who is this guy? This is Gorm?
Congratulations on your wedding.
Who the
I'm so
fuck is
happy for both of
Gorm?
you.
When have I done anything for Gorm? Holy crap. I need to find out who the hell Gorm is, because I honestly don't remember doing anything nice for him. Alright, anyways, the thing is that your follower's going to leave your service, so better just head back to your house. And now that we're back in Whiterun, God, this guy is just shadowing me everywhere. Every single big city I've been to, I've seen him walk past. That's the Dawnguard Stark guy. He can kiss my butthole. And we're home.
You're back. Let's play a game.
Not right now, kiddo. Aww. Yep, so now you've got children. They're going to want to run up to you and play a game. Sometimes they'll give you a gift. Sometimes they'll ask for an allowance. Now, why would you get a spouse, you say, when you've already got the Lover's Stone? Well...
A good house. You chose well. I don't like sitting still, so I've decided to open a store. Buy and sell whatever is needed.
And so now, your mate has become a store. And what that means is...
Some may call this junk. Me,
I call them treasures.
treasures.
They are a general store, which means they will buy more or less anything off of you. They will carry whatever general stores generally carry, You can access them 24/7, and what's even better is that every day, every in-game day, they make 100 gold for you. So if you just come back a day later and ask, hey, honey, has the store made any profit? They're going to give you some money. So this is excellent. This is a very easy, very wonderful built-in sort of shop. That is the main reason that I go about getting married in this game, is because it's a free shop. So I'm just going to go ahead and sell all my stuff to him that I don't need anymore. You know, I'm wondering something here. I'm wondering, is it the case that putting the stuff into the Master Sorting Orb has made it not stolen? Hold on, I gotta back out of this and check, because I have a couple Blacksmith's Potions. Yeah, I got 2 Blacksmith's Potions, one of which is apparently not stolen. I should not be able to sell a Blacksmith's Potion to Benor if it's been stolen. If it's a stolen item, they won't buy it from you, so I don't know. Why was I able, for a second here, let me double check that.
Sort of thing.
Why am I able to sell a Blacksmith's Potions to him? I'm not going to. I'm going to hold on to that stuff, but does putting it through the Master Sorting Orb in the Adventurer's Basement do that? I'm not going to dick with that. You know what? I'm not going to dick with it to the point that I'm going to go downstairs and store them, but
yes, love?
Follow me.
Let's not waste any time.
Let's not indeed. And you need to get your good armor on, Benor. In order to preserve the possibility that I might accidentally sell my very valuable to me blacksmiths and enchanters potions, I'm going to just go ahead and store them in the usual chest that I store them. Blacksmith potions, enchanters filters. Boom. That way they're safe. That's also where I store my dragon bones, as well as any other gear that I make that has smithing enchantments on it. And oh yes, you can enchant smithing onto certain bits of gear. We'll get to that later. Benor, have you gotten your good armor on? Apparently you haven't. Let's see what happens if you step outside. No, he hasn't got his good armor on.
What is it?
I guess we're gonna go ahead and have to,
what do you need to take?
We're gonna have to pretty much, you know, reacquaint him with what he's got. So, apparel, put back on your Dwarven armor, sir. And don't forget your bond of matrimony. He's got to have on his wedding ring, don't you know? And he's still got the Dwarven Greatsword equipped. Yeah, that's fine. I'll hold on to the Dwarven Sword Exquisite, and I believe... Actually, he's holding on to the Dwarven Shield. I'll take that off him. We've got one more thing to do, Ben. Our first act as a married couple. We're gonna go kill a dragon, this time for real. And it is now on. I've turned on the Dragon Rising map marker. I am heading towards the tower now, and we are going to get this dragon fight out of the way. I don't actually believe that I'm going to be of any practical use in the fight. I don't have any perks stored up, and if I was going to use a perk, I would probably do it for getting my Conjuration to Adept level, so that I could use a Frost Atronak, but a Flame Atronak should be just fine for this battle, so let's rush. Oh crap, I'm naked. That was embarrassing. Of course, you'll walk up on Irileth giving her soldiers a pep talk. I'm gonna just go ahead and skip on ahead. The map marker generally will shift immediately over to here, so if you just walk up a little bit, then this guy's gonna run out and it's officially on. Watch in this direction, and he does come in over the mountain. I'm gonna drop a save. It's very unlikely I'm gonna die here, but let's not tempt fate. So Flame Atronach should be more than enough. I will mention that one of the fixes that the unofficial patch does is it actually restores Mirmulnir's dialogue to him. He's talking. He's going around drawing. He's taunting us. And you don't hear that without the unofficial patch. Oh god, no. No. Let's try to keep Benor alive. Benor's fine. See, how's Mirmulnir doing? Will you let me see his... I guess I'm gonna have to take a whack at him. Hold on. Take a whack at Mirmulnir. Oh wow, we wrecked him. But you can actually hear him talking with the patch, which is nice. You get to actually hear his voice. The base game doesn't let you do that. For some reason, it's just not something that was fixed. So, again, The unofficial patch just fixes things that you didn't know were broken. And yeah, okay, we got a Dragon Soul and we got a Shout, so let's go ahead and do that. Unrelenting Force, favorited and equipped. We have 0 Dragon Souls or else we'd be unlocking Ice Form, but I know where we can get another Dragon Soul. Let's do the optional. Foos yourself. And then some dude's gonna run up and say, "Oh!
I can't believe it.
You're Dragonborn."
Dragonborn.
What do you mean? Okay, goodbye. And of course, while we're doing this, you must get the Dragon Bones. I'm going to be getting the Dragon Bones. Obviously, I want the Dragon Bones and Dragon Scales because those make the best armor in the game. So every time I fight a dragon, I am storing those up. So let's just go ahead and finish this little thing off. We'll get the next stage of the quest initiated, and we will switch out. When you enter Whiterun after killing the dragon, wait a second, and... they actually disable your ability to travel to Dragon's Reach until you've had the chance to hear Dovahkiin. I'm going to save myself the run. And into the keep. And you can just hammer A and skip through the Earl speech. Dragon was good, blah 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 blah. I may be the Dragonborn, I don't know. What the hell, Benor? Pushy motherfucker, you're jealous. Benor's jealous. He doesn't want to see me talking to another man. Talk to him again, and he'll give you the Axe of Whiterun and a Thane. And we are honored. The Greybeards. Alright, Benor, where are you at now? There you go. Now, I don't think I can carry all his gear right now, but let me just go ahead and I'm going to enable one more thing. One more thing, and it's only going to be enabled for Benor. Under Gear is Enable Outfit Management. Now what that's going to do is it's going to briefly unequip everything he's got on, and then he's just going to re-equip it again. But that allows you to actually get in and remove his base armor. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to back out, do the normal trade some things with you thing. And I'm just going to take all of this stuff from you here. I'm carrying too much, but that's fine. What I'm going to give you, Benor, is I'm going to give you the Radiant Raiment Fine Clothes. As my husband... well, you should actually have some shoes on. I'll get some shoes for him. Benor,
let's get going.
Piss off.
I'm heading home if you need me.
Bye, Barefoot Bob. Alright, now, I am kind of overburdened right now, so I'm just gonna limp my way over to Lydia. Benor! He's actually walking faster than I can keep up with him. I should have stowed some of my stuff. It's no big deal, Lydia's right there. And Lydia will walk up to you.
The Jarl has appointed me to be your housecarl.
Good.
It's an honor to serve you.
I'm glad. Follow me. Housecarls differ from other followers in that while other followers will typically max out at level 30, the Housecarls will actually max out at level 50. And at level 50 they have 100 skill in heavy armor, in block, and in one-handed. And that is exactly what I want in a meat shield. So you know what, Lydia? Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to tweak one option on her, and that's going to be a gear option, where I say only allow helmets during combat, which means that if she's got a helmet, she'll only equip it when it's combat time. Now, thankfully, you do not have to go through all of the settings again. There are certain NPC-specific settings, like allow idle chatter. Of course, combat regen boost, I'm going to turn off again. But certain other things, like for all followers, like followers catch up on weapons draw, is going to be enabled just for all followers there. They're never going to run from combat. They shouldn't. They're my damn mules there. Avoiding traps and all that other stuff is turned off. Anything that makes them overpowered, so that's all fine.
Lead on.
And now it's time to go ahead and give Lydia her dues.
To carry your burdens.
Take your crap off you, that nasty, shitty, stupid hunting bow. And here, have this good dwarven armor. And
Lead
so
on.
now, Lydia is the decked out. Perfect, wonderful, happy. She's going to be helping me out for a while. I'm certainly not going to be keeping her forever, but a housecarl is a housecarl is a housecarl. There are better housecarls in my opinion, but Lydia works. Lydia, get up. Do the thing. Come on. I drew my weapons. I'm going to crouch. Draw your weapons. Yeah, look at her. she's all kinds of ready to go. Alright, so this is going to be the new team for right now. And I think that's a good enough place to cut it, so I want to thank you very much for watching. Once again, I am Alex, also known as Solonist Raccoon, and this has been Skyrim. Thank you very much, and goodbye.